In previous lesson, I showed you how to use the style command under the home tab to sort of change the sections of your work, and also how to create a personalized theme that you can use for later projects. In this lesson, however, I'm going to show you how to create a template out of this. For example, if this is something that you're going to be doing in a recurrent basis, you don't want to do all this design all over again all the time. So what you want to do is to create a template that allows you to change the input for whenever you need. By that I mean create a template that allows you to repurpose this particular design for future use. So I am going to delete some of this. I'm going to delete all the input value because let's assume that this is something that's going to change. Delete. And perhaps also delete the dates. And I'm going to leave the price, though this can also be considered an input value because it can change depending on your store or the price of materials. But for now, let's leave this. So what we want to do now is to save this as a template. In order to do that, we're going to go to the File tab and find Save As. Or we'll save it on Excel Tutorial 2016, and I'm going to call this Excel Treasure Notes Templates. Okay, so the last thing to do here is to make sure you save it as a template. If I go ahead and click Save now, it won't be saved as a template. It will be saved as Excel Workbook. See here, Save As Type, Excel Workbook. That's the default. So we have to click on this drop down to find the other ways that you can save Excel. We talked about this earlier, but in this particular lesson, we're looking to save as Excel template. Let's see, can I find that? Excel template right here. So I'm going to click on that. And again, it takes me to the custom office templates, just like we did with Teams. So do not navigate out of here, because whenever Excel is looking for templates, if you call it for a project, it is only going to come here to look for it. So make sure you save it under Document, Custom Office Templates. If that is not what is presented to you when you're saving a template, find a way to navigate to this location. Okay, but often this is where it's going to take you to when you try to save a template. All right, so I'm going to click Save. Now, this is something wonderful. If you look at the top here, it now says Excel Treasure Notes Template. Interesting. So what happens now, if I close this, I can just come here and make changes and repurpose this template, and I don't have to do all the other things that I did at the beginning of these lessons. So let's close this, for example, and then let's open Excel. Remember this this startup screen. Now something new has happened here. Initially, we only have this template and that was it. But now it shows us featured template, and in addition to that, it shows us personal. So our template that we created, obviously, is not going to be part of the featured Microsoft templates. It's going to be personal. So if we click on personal, we find our template. If I click on this now, yes, it gives me not the template that I saved before, but a copy of it. So instead of Excel Treasure Notes template, I have Excel Treasure Notes template 1. Just like when you create a workbook, it gives you Excel Workbook 1, Workbook 2, 3, and so on. So I can make changes to this now if I want, and then save it as something else. Let's say, for example, we're just going to input various data here. Okay. Notice the changes that is happening with the numbers. Okay, I'm going to pause so I notice as I am changing numbers, you can see that not only the total units, the subtotal and the taxes are changing, the average units are also changing. There you go. There you go. So I have successfully repurposed the template that we saved and imputed new numbers. I can do the date as well if I want to. Okay, so let's say we have October 22, 2022. So I'm going to use the autofill to fill it out, and that's it. That's it. I've been able to repurpose this template to meet my needs. I can use this again and again and again. All right, I want you to practice saving your template and then open it again and see how it works for you. All right, thank you, and I'll meet you on the other side.